Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today it's going to be Ragnarok versus Neeb here on Royal Blood. At top right it's going to be Ragnarok, bottom left it's going to be Neeb. Neither of these players are top 10 Aligulac players, but I kind of feel like it's going to be a good match between a low-level Korean and a high-level foreigner. Well, except for... I don't know. Is Neeb a high-level foreigner anymore? I don't feel like he is. It's a second-tier foreigner, right? He's not up there with Clem, Cyril, Raynor, Oliveira, but he's not quite at the level of other foreigners who are below him, right? So, okay. Gateway expand timing here on Royal Blood. Blocking off the hatch here for Ragnarok. Ragnarok says, I'll just take my expansion down here. No big deal. A lot of gold coins spilling about here, but who has time to collect gold coins when you are in a fight to the death, right? Treasure chest with a marking on it. What marking is that? If you know, let me know in the comments. And are these houses? Little houses here made out of gold or maybe bronze or something? Very interesting map making, Mr. Royal Blood map maker. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, so pro playing the mineral gathering game, annoying stuff. Not fully saturating the gas as soon as you can. Here is Ragnarok, which just means he wants to go for, you know, regular timing on speed, not going for a very fast speedling attack style play. Which is what Neeb is okay with. Doesn't want to deal with a million lings at this stage of the game. You gotta get, you know, sentries out. You gotta get shield batteries out. Maybe some stalkers. A couple adepts are always very good in that situation too. But all is well. All is happy. All is well here in StarCraft 2 land. Adept on the way, nothing too crazy there. Ragnarok getting into third base in the next 20 seconds or so. This guy might be it. Nope. Not quite enough resources for him to be the one. Lings out, but only 4 of them. Yep, just 4 lings on the way and already out there, by the way. No more lings in production. Nothing too crazy here. Just a good old macro game here from Katowice 2023. So yeah, this is going to be a Patreon game. For those of you who support me on patreon.com/FalconPaladin for at least $1 a month, I really do appreciate you guys. Third hatch coming out at 242. So if you're watching this the week of April the 7th, 2023, again, I really do appreciate you. I feel your support all the time. And if you're watching this in, I don't know, say May 2023 or later, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I'm here 5 times a week with StarCraft 2 content, and sometimes even more than that. Sometimes it's 6 times a week. Sometimes it's 7 times a week. So, fun place to be if you like StarCraft 2. Been casting StarCraft 2 since 2015. Long time, man. Stargate coming up here from Neeb, whose name backwards is Ben. I don't think I've really ever put that together, to be honest. Adept Shade canceled because too many lings and queens there. That it's literally the word Ben backwards. I mean, not like the name Ben, it's the word Ben, right? I've been there, I've been here. I've been hot, I've been cold. Is that a verb? God, I'm having all sorts of epiphanies here today. I'm going to look this up. Is Ben a verb? It's like a transitive verb or something, right? Meanwhile, some lings are dying. I guess we could look at that. Yeah, they're trying to get a cancel on this third base. I think they might get it. But Oracle coming back home saying, nah. Nah. Yeah, so Ben is a verb. I feel like I'm pretty good at the English language, but sometimes there are surprises, even to me. I probably learned that in school at some point, but man, I'm 40 now. I don't have time for any of this remembering stuff of what I did in school when I was, 10, 11, 12 years old. So we got an Oracle here. We should name the Oracle. The Oracle's name is Tim Apple. Realizing his transformation isn't complete, Tim Cook made a flying machine that allows him to travel around and blast anyone who loves Android. Yo. Tim Cook, why? Why would you do that? Just let people enjoy Android in peace? I don't know, the Apple-Android fights. Let's not rekindle those. I think we'll let those stay where they are in the past. Anyway, Oracle's coming in the main base. We have 2 queens and a spore, which is enough to deal with 2 Oracles. The math checks out here for Ragnarok. What's Ragnarok's name backwards? Karangar. Korangar. That's cool. I like it. Does get a couple worker kills. Just kind of, you know, poking in there. Zap it a little bit. There's only one queen and a spore here. That's actually doable, actually engageable with your oracles, but he's just kind of scouting more than anything else right here. Blink on the way from Neeb, a lair, a roach warren, and +1 melee attack from Ragnarok. An interesting combination of factors. So he wants his lings to be awesome, but also he wants some roaches. Yeah, shield battery, 2 adept stalker stuff. Nope. The lings poked in, but nah, nothing doing there, unfortunately, for those Zerglings. They have to get on out of there. Zerg fans sad, Protoss fans happy. Neeb is defending well. Ooh, but hang on, swinging back around for another go, but, I mean, the army's not too far away. The shield battery is still here, obviously. Lings, is it worth to lose more lings to kill that pylon? No, not whatsoever. Oracles cruising into the main base. Queen's getting shots off, man. Queens and spores are getting hits off as the 4th base comes up here from a Ragnarok. Yeah, but I think officially Neeb has retired from StarCraft 2. I think that was the news that came out a couple weeks ago. Depending on when you're watching this thing, right? It could have been 2 weeks ago. It could have been like a month and a half ago. I'm gonna look it up here. My brain just typed in Ben into my phone search. That's hilarious. 4th base warping in from Neeb here too, though. Says he's still active. I don't know. I saw something about him saying that he had retired or just decided to kind of stop playing StarCraft for a while, which I mean, he's already semi-retired anyway. He's been working on education and stuff, which is super cool stuff. Okay, so the +1 attack was for these 100 lings. Holy crap. Just showing up with 40 lings. Don't mind me. We're here to take down your 4th base. You can't stop this many Zerglings, can ya? And then they just get out. Wow. Is that an overcommitment of lings? It got the job done. Can't argue with that. My gosh. So hardwalling with gates here to the 3rd base Neeb is so that ling attacks in that direction are not going to be very easy. In fact, be largely impossible. You're not getting through this with lings. It's like 15,000 banelings to kill a gateway, so you can't baneling bust through it either, like if it was a supply depot wall for Terran. Anywho, anything crazy going on here? From Neeb? Nah. Stalkers, it's blink. Yeah, see? Getting through this wall with lings takes 87 years. It's not going to happen at all. Now, canceling that 4th base was good, but you still need a 5th base Ragnarok. Let's see if he goes for that one. Holy roach timing. Maybe it's just a regular... Okay, so the lings are distracting these stalkers. I don't really like stalker versus roach, especially if they're blink stalkers. I don't like it for the Zerg player here. So he's going to try to engage, but that is so many stalkers. I've not seen a huge stalker roach battle like this in a long time. Oracle trying to chip away at the HP. Finally kills one of the roaches after like 10 seconds. Yeah, Oracle's not good against roaches here. Lings cruising in. Yeah, man. I mean, I wouldn't want to say this is an all-in, but this was a huge investment into roaches and lings. Oh, this 4th base is probably dead too. I mean, depowering the shield battery. Lings with +1 are especially good. Roach DPS. Bam. So Ragnarok wipes out that 4th base for the 2nd time today. Cancels it once, kills it once, gets out with a large number of roaches and a bunch of lings. That was a pretty sick 8-minute roach ling timing. I like it a lot. That was very fun. Void Rays in production because Void Rays are better at killing roaches. I mean, 1 Void Ray probably wouldn't have stopped that from happening. But maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 Void Rays with Prismatic Alignment up could have been very interesting. Also, Templar Archives coming in because Storm is good in that situation. Like, what do you want to do against a million roaches? There's a lot of things you can do, but none of them were available for Neeb at that time. All he had was Stalkers and maybe a couple of Adepts. And then, like, yeah, roaches would have been better in that battle, I think, than, I don't know, than just mass Stalker there. They did way better against the Stalkers than I thought they would. 5th base coming up from Ragnarok after, again, killing the 4th base of Neeb is good for the Zerg player. Contaminating the +3 attack upgrade on the Forge. Sick play. We don't see Contaminate used nearly enough in StarCraft 2, do we? Not hardly ever. We should. We totally should. All right. Zealot's looking for a run by... Oh, they might actually get accidentally scouted by this Roachling Bane army. Woo! Nelly. Oh, no one's coming up here. Zealots are going to see the bypass. Okay, and then head up. try to attack into this base while the army is away, but the army is here. Holy crap. Okay, so Banelings rolling in. A full evacuation of probes. Banelings are trying to explode on anything but Archons. Not doing a great job of it. I gotta say, this base is going to go down. Then Nexus is going to die. There's just too much Zerky to prevent that. But, yeah, and then it's time to get on out. Meanwhile, those Zealots, like I said, getting into this mineral line. Lings are trying to fight against them, but they are +2 charge lots, man. You need way more Lings than, like, 10 to do that. Yeah, Baneling, Ling, Roach. Much better response to those Zealots. Wipes them out real good. And 10 drones die in exchange for about 8 probes. So, give and take. All 3 of these gateways are dead. Alright, so Ragnarok hasn't really saturated his 5th base yet, but he's working on it. He's got 11 drones heading up that way now anyway. Lings catch a bit of a Zealot run by here. They're going to fight against him. The Lings do have +2 attack, but... okay, that was enough to whittle down the Zealot count to the point they don't want to move out there anyway. Like 3 Zealots versus 6 or 7 Zealots is a big difference. Big difference between those 2 things for sure. Boom, boom. Hydralisk on production, 4 of them. Probably going to get some lurkers here. I would not be surprised by that whatsoever. We'll see if we get any storm into house. Revelation tossed down. Seeing the Hydras. This Roach army, pretty good against, honestly pretty good against Zealot Archon, but force fields make it a bit of a tougher situation for those Roaches. Single Zealot says, you have a base up here. Yes? Yes, you do. So I got my information. You can kill me. That's fine. I'll come back as a Stalker or a Dragoon or whatever. Yeah, Lurker Den coming in now from Ragnarok. Storm getting started now from Neeb, which seems late considering he's had that Templar Archives forever ago. He didn't start Storm until just recently. Anyway, yeah, Roaches against charge lots. Fine, I guess. Man, that Archon. 1 shot, blam, like 3 Roaches die. Trying to attack on in here, but doesn't like what he sees. I mean, the window here for Ragnarok is now. Like, before Storm is researched. Wow, these Zealots just got absolutely hung up. And sent out to dry, didn't they? Yeah, 100%. So before Storm... well, there's 2 seconds left on Storm, so... never mind. Window has now closed. I would still maybe go for an attack in here. How many High Templar are in this army? 2? Couple Storms available. Oh, 2 more are coming in. Yeah, this is a back out situation. Storm, Baneling sneaking through. Good probe pull. So just depower everything, I guess. Yeah. Depowering 3 of the warp gates. Not a bad thing to do there for those Banelings. Better than getting no value whatsoever. Neeb continuing to send the Zealots across because that is what charge lots are for. They are fast. They are zippity-zoppity-doo. But Zerg units are really fast too, so responding them is not as big of a deal as compared to like a PvP or a PvT, where a Zealot run by is going to be super duper annoying. Although your units are less squishy, and your responding attacking units are slower a little bit, so there's some trades. Some trade-offs there. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. All right. Lurkers versus 0 Immortals. Oh, just kidding. There's 1. 1 Immortal in the army here from Neebstar. Trying to spread the Lurkers out so 1 Storm doesn't hit all of them in a clump. That is a tactic that dates back to 1998, everybody. Lurkers were invented back then, put in a Brood War back then. And 1 Storm killing all of your... or 2 Storms to kill a Lurker back then. But even still, having your Lurkers all clumped together so that 1 Storm hits them all was considered bad form. 5th base finally coming in here from Neeb. It's been a while since he's expanded, and 6th base rather for Ragnarok is here on this kind of high groundy position. Really hard to defend, but for a Zerg player, they're used to that. And Neeb for the first time is really being the aggressor here against these Lurkers. Again, only 1 Immortal. I feel like if you're going to go against this many Lurkers, having 5, 6, 7 Immortals is going to be really worth it, especially if you can get right on top of those Lurkers and burn them down with that bonus versus armored attack. You can kill them faster than they can kill you. Fleet Beacon! Neeb says, screw Lurkers. I'm going to go Carriers. That way the Lurkers don't matter. I mean, look, he's not going mass Carrier. The best way to do it is Carriers and ground units in a hybrid type scenario. So, I mean, sure. The Immortals will still be good. The Lurkers will still be good. Yeah, man. Air weapons coming in here. I wonder, Ragnarok might sniff this out. He's got an Overseer back there. We'll take a look at that in a second. Banelings really don't want to explode on Archons. They hate exploding on Archons. It's like 18 Banelings to kill an Archon. I got kind of doing it anyway here. Yeah, fine, whatever. But yeah, Overlord back here. Overseer. Okay, so the Overseer is right here. Yeah. So he doesn't know about the fleet beacon, but he can tell this is a carrier being produced because you can see the outline of it in the Stargate. Obviously. So Neeb is, I think, just trying to get damage done and maybe throw away some of his units to make up supply for carriers. On some level, right? He doesn't want to lose everything. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so those Lurkers all died. Good storms. Ling Bailing attack. 20 probes died in Neeb's third base. That's horrible, but also Zealots in the right side base here of Ragnarok's. They're going to die too after getting 3 drone kills and taking down, I think that was a spine they killed. So not as much value. Ragnarok up 83 to 70 workers. The income tab looks like this. Whee! Skyrocketing into Ragnarok's favor here. However, if there's not the correct composition here for Ragnarok to deal with carriers, then all of a sudden, I don't know. The Zerg player can attack you before the carriers are ready. That might work out here for Ragnarok. Lurkers, stabbing away. All right, carriers have arrived. There's a handful of Hydras here. They're pretty good against a handful of carriers. Dude, the engagement here is nuts. The carriers, I don't think they can deal with this many Hydras, but if the Hydras are focusing down Archons instead of Interceptors, then the carriers are doing much better for themselves. Oh, Lurkers, woohoo, swinging in there. They do take one of the Archons down. The other one is extraordinarily injured. This base is dead. I don't know about this from Neeb. Zealots did just, oh my gosh, multiple attacks on both sides, actually. Wow, 36 drones have died on the other side. Neeb's got a big Hydra Lurker army. Is this turning into a base race type of scenario? Ladies and gentlemen, no, I think Neeb is coming home after killing one of the hatcheries. Another one's going to die here, too. There are Lings just running around inside Neeb's left side, 9 o'clock position, but the main base of Neeb is under extreme levels of attack. The Hydralisks have 2/2 upgrades. It is +1 attack for the carriers. This natural base is dead. The Twilight Council is dead. And that's it. Ragnarok taps out, and Neeb is your winner. That was a weird GG, man. It's 44 to 53 workers. And army value is 90 to 69 in favor of Neeb. But these two carriers, let's see, can they beat these 7 Hydralisks? 2 attack and 1 armor versus 1 attack and 1+1 shields. That was a weird spot. A weird spot for Ragnarok to tap out. He still has income from here and from here. And, okay, not from here, because there are Zealots here. And still from his main base. Neeb has income from here and here. And his main base is still active. Let's see how much anti-air he has. He has 7 Hydralisks. A Queen. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of feel like Ragnarok could have played it out. Income, maybe? Income is even and trending up towards Ragnarok, but is there anything in position to take out these Zealots? We've got 5 Lings going up there. I don't know. So these 4 Hydralisks, 3 Hydralisks are dead because there's Storm here. All right, Ragnarok. I guess it's fair that you tapped out. Most players would have played it out, but yeah, you lost 2 hatcheries, 56 drones, killed 51 probes, and 4 nexuses. Wow, this was a very, very jam-packed 17-minute game. 10 Archons went down. Yikes. 12 Lurkers. Any spellcasters from Ragnarok? No. No spellcasters. Yeah, except for queens. So spellcaster versus non-spellcaster. Usually the spellcasters win. You got High Templar here. Storm is good. Abduct is good. Blinding Cloud is good. All sorts of good stuff there. Maybe Fungal. And, yeah. That's about it. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's very odd to tap out when you just destroyed your opponent's natural base. But I feel like maybe he feels like he can't defeat this army? How many lurkers are there? A lot. There are so many lurkers here. There's 11 lurkers here with +2 attack. I guess the larger problem is there's not enough to deal with the carriers. Like this many Hydras, even with the upgrades they've got, especially considering these 3 are dead, aren't going to deal with these carriers. Not 2 of them anyway. And then the lurkers are all going to die. And then he has nothing to deal with the zealots. The zealots are going to ravage this base and probably move down and ravage this base too. And Ragnarok has no money in the bank to make anything. He's making 14 more Lings. The Lings do have... They got +2 attack. They have +1 armor. They don't have Adrenal, which is a problem. Do they really not have Adrenal, man? He was going Hydra Lurker, so like, not a priority. So, all right. Again, bit of a weird ending there. Super weird stuff. But anyway, that's going to be it. So well done, Neeb gets the win over Ragnarok. Check that action out. Neeb gets the win over a Korean Zerg player. That is not something we see very much of. American fans are happy about that. I think Neeb is officially retired from StarCraft at this point. So this might be one of the last wins he gets against a Korean player in his entire career. And it was a good one. Fantastic game. And that's going to be it for me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a Patreon cast. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.